Srimad Bhagwad Gita, Chapter 3, Sloka 8 and 9. Siddhant, we will do chanting.
Yes, ma'am.
Niyatam Kuru
Niyatam kuru
Karma Tvam
karma tvam
Karma Jyayo
karma jyayo
Yakarmanaha
yakarmanaha
Sharira Yatrapi
shariryatrapi
Chatena
jatena
Prasiddhye
prasiddhye
Dakarmanaha.
yakarmanaha
Shloka 9. Yagyarthat
yagyartat
कर्मणोऽन्यत्र
karmano yatra
लोकोऽयं
lokoyam
कर्मबन्धनः
karma bandhanaha
तदर्थं
तदर्थं
कर्म कौन्तेय
कर्म कौन्तेय
मुक्तसङ्गः
मुक्तसङ्गः
समाचर.
समाचर.
Thank you. So, Shloka 8 is one of the important shlokas of Srimad Bhagwad Gita. It can be chanted when someone is feeling lazy. So, if someone is feeling lazy, what is the use of chanting the shloka? This shlokas will help you to come out of the laziness because these are all Maha Mantras. These are all magical words full of positive energy. So more you chant, so more you get positive energy, more you get positive vibes around you, and you will be able to come out of the laziness. So now we'll go to the meaning part. Shloka 8. Niyatam constantly, Kuru perform, Karma Vedic duties, Tvam you, Karma action, Jaya superior, he certainly, Akarmanaha inaction, Sharire bodily, Yatra maintenance, Api even, Cha and Te your, Na prasidyet would not be possible, Akarmana inaction. So here Sri Krishna ji has said, you should thus perform your prescribed duties in this way, since action is superior to inaction. By ceasing activity, even your bodily maintenance will not be possible. So here Sri Krishna ji is saying 2 points. That action is anytime superior to inaction. That is, we have to keep on doing something or the other rather than just sitting idle doing nothing. So Shri Krishna ji is saying that it is any time superior that you are doing something. It can be anything. You know, it is not that any particular work. It can be anything. Basically, you have to be physically active. So he's also saying why you one have to be physically active. One has to be physically active so that your body is maintained. You know, our body is a machine. So, what happens to a machine? In Corona, many cars were just no, it was idle. Many people have not come out of their house and they didn't use their car for 2 years. So they need to call the mechanic and they need to jump start the car because it wasn't working because they didn't use for 2 years. So this is what happens to a machine. If a machine is not in use, it get rusted, it doesn't work. Same way is our body. Our body is also a machine. So if we don't work, that means if we don't do any physical activity, it will get rusted. So that is why for small kids, we say that you should play, go out and play with your friends. You need physical movement. Why it is been said? Because small kids have more energy. They need to burn it. They need to be, they need more physical activity. So they cannot work because they are small kids. So they have to play. Able to understand. So the Sri Krishna ji is saying that there is a reason why one has to do physical activities. So according to the age, the physical activity varies. For kids there is no work, they have to play, they have to no do some physical play, not mobile or screen play. And then adults, they have their own physical activities, and elders and the old people, they have their own physical activity. Basically, no matter whatever is your age, you have to be physically active. You just cannot sit idly that I don't want to work, because when we don't work, our body will stop working. We need to maintain our body. This body is a machine. So Shri Krishna ji is saying that if you are not active, you are not doing any physical activity, then you will not be able to maintain your body. Maintaining the body will not be possible. Understood? So this is what Shri Krishna ji is saying. So we have to be, physically completely active. If we see old people, the olden, the earlier age people, they used to work so much. They used to get up by 4 o'clock, full time. They used to be physically active. That is why they used to be so fit. Now as the time goes, people are becoming lazy, you know we stop working, everything is ready to eat, instant, everything is instant. So we have to find out the way how we have to be physically active. It is our choice. Shri Krishna ji is not imposing any specific activity that you have to do this, you have to do that. He is saying you need to be physically active. You can choose how you want to be physically active, and you shouldn't be staying idle. Idle is not superior. Being active is, of course, anytime superior. Okay, Usha Baji.
Here, Krishna is saying that doing action is much better than not doing any action. We, in our human things, we have to do something. Whatever we have to do, physical activities, we have to do to maintain our karmas, to maintain our health problem. Everything is come under that. So, see, Krishna is again and again telling that you do something, whatever you feel like, whatever you be, you do something, you do actions, physical activities.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
Ritu Bhavi. Yeah, Sanchi.
Sri Krishna ma'am.
Sri Krishna Sanchi.
I got late because of internet problems.
Oh, your
I
iPhone.
I
Huh?
knew about the class. I didn't forget about the class. What happened was I forgot how to connect the internet.
Thank you so much for remembering the class. On your camera.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yesterday, a day before yesterday was my brother's 14th birthday.
Sorry,
Oh,
I have to leave. Customer is there.
कोई बात नहीं बुआ जी. Bye. Take care. Bye. So how was the birthday? We
It
will
was
talk
very fun.
later. We will talk later. Now meaning part is going on. Ritu Bhabi.
I couldn't practice.
No problem. You do it now. You have more time. I mean, too much of time is there.
Sloka, Sri Krishna ji says that uh, being active and doing some action is better than inaction. And even to maintain our physical body, we humans need to do some activity. And he's trying to say that we should leave our laziness and be active and keep on doing something or the other.
Yeah, thank you. Akriti.
Yes, ma'am. So Rachi Krishna is telling that no one can stay idle. No, doesn't matter the age or not. No one can stay idle. So Rachi Krishna is telling that you can do whatever you want, any physical activities. That's why some people tell that kids should go out and play. So the kids have more energy. So they should use their energy also. So Rachi Krishna is telling that the age doesn't matter. Everyone has a physical activity. Raja Krishna is not choosing. We can only choose whatever we want to do.
Very good. Thank you. Rupashri ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
In this sloka,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, in this shloka, Lord Shri Krishna is telling that the importance of performing action. Whatever is the case, we should not remain idle and we should keep ourselves active. Uh, uh, Performing any action is much better than inaction. So that is the way we need to perform. So our duty, we have to anyway keep performing. So we need to keep performing actions. Likewise, you've given an example like our body is like a machine. So like the way we maintain any machine that if we have to keep using it, we need to take care of it. Like the same way, for the body also, you need to keep performing actions. You need to think about the way you can keep it fit and active based on whatever choice we have. We need to keep it active. So we need to perform actions and our prescribed duties.
Thank
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Siddhant.
Yes, ma'am. So here, Lord Shri Krishna is saying that we need to be able to take care of our body, and by doing that, we need to do that. We have to get physically active, no matter what it is. It's whether it's walking, running, uh, playing outdoor games, not not playing on devices, but playing outside, getting physically fit. That is part of keeping your body healthy. You also gave an example. I'll try to make up my own example as well. So phone, when you when you don't use a phone for a long time or charge it for a long time, then there's something called ion battery in it, which will soon run out because there's not much. It's not being used much. So then it will get old. It will get rusty, and it will stop working. So that's the same way with our body. If we keep on sitting indoors uh, and not getting any fresh air outside, then we won't. Our bodies will stop working. It will you'll get all diseases, infections, uh, and yeah. So you need to. That's why you need to stay physically active outside.
Very good. Thank you so much. Sanchi.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah,
So here Lord Sri Krishna is telling that we, no matter what age, we should be we should learn any physical activities which we know we have to do them or something in any age. That's all, ma'am.
okay, Sanchi. We will move to Shloka 9. Yagna artha for the sake of sacrifice, karmana than action, anyatra else, loka material world, I am this, karma bandhana bondage through one's work, tata that, artham for the sake of, karma action, Kaunteya is another name of Arjun, meaning the son of Kunti, Mukta Sangaha free from attachment, Samachar perform properly. So Shri Krishna ji has said here, work must be done as yagna. Yagna means sacrifice to the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties without being attached to the results. So, keep offering. So, when we offer, we are not binding it. We are not binding any karma in our account. It is like you are offering to Sri Krishna ji and you are doing on the command of Sri Krishna ji. So Sri Krishna ji is saying the reason. He is telling why you should not be attached. You know, he's giving the reason that why one person should not be attached to the karma. And one more thing that you all should consider that you all are Arjun and Sri Krishna ji is talking to you. So basically, Sri Krishna ji has taken a term Arjun as to represent all the devotees and the students of Sri Krishna ji, because calling all the names is so difficult. So he has chosen a one common term Arjun. So you all need to consider that you all are Arjun and Sri Krishna ji is actually teaching you. So we should, here Sri Krishna ji is saying that we should not be attached to the karma, what karma we are doing, because when we are not attached, we are not bound to it, you know. And in our ledger and our account, no karma is been added. It is, if you say, if you offer it, if you do it as a yagna, or if you do as a sacrifice, and if you think that you are working for Sri Krishna ji, then you are free from all the karmas. So as student, one should learn the subjects with the aim of learning the subject, you know, like you all are students, so you should learn for gaining the knowledge, not for scoring high marks, right? You are learning, so you should learn for getting the knowledge. For your aim should be to get more and more of knowledge, not your aim should be that how much marks or grades I am going to get for my exams. And as working people, one should think about growing the company one works in, rather than thinking only about the personal benefits. So, if one thinks of the bigger idea will take care of the individual. Able to understand? So, we should think big, beyond our own self. So, when you think beyond our own self, you are not selfish, and you are thinking for others as well. Like if you are a work professional, you should think for a company, and if you are a student, you should think of getting more and more of knowledge rather than getting the marks, you know. So when we do this, we are not binding anything in our account. So Shri Krishna ji is saying, work in such a way that you are doing sacrifice towards Shri Krishna ji. You are doing yagna towards Shri Krishna ji. No one else. You should think it is the command of Shri Krishna ji and you are working it. You know, it is by his command you are doing this. So in Bhagavatam also, Vidurji has one topic has come in Skanda 3, that Vidurji was being thrown out by in Hastinapur by Duryodhan because Vidurji was against him. He said that you have to return the kingdom to Yudhishthir. So Duryodhan has thrown Vidurji out of the kingdom. So later, after Mahabharat war was over, Vidurji said that I didn't felt bad because I knew what Duryodhan is doing. He is doing because of the Maya or illusion created by Krishnaji. Sri Krishnaji wanted me to leave Hastinapur and go in the path of self-realization. So we should also think in that way. 1 minute. We should also think in that way that whatever is happening on the command of Sri Krishna ji. And whatever we are doing, we should also think that we are doing on the command of Sri Krishna ji. It is a sacrifice. It is a yagna towards the Supreme Lord. And nothing is for your own self. Understood? Siddhant, your turn.
Yes, ma'am. So here, Lord Shri Krishna is saying that we shouldn't be selfish. We shouldn't think about ourselves all the time. We should also value bigger and more greater things. Like we should offer each of our actions to Lord Shri Krishna, and not worry about the result that will affect us in the end. So, for example, say you're doing a test, you don't do it to get good marks. You do it to gain an extended knowledge of the certain subject in uh, of what you're doing in the test. So here Lord Shri Krishna is saying that you should offer your whatever you've done to Lord Shri Krishna, and not worry about whatever you've done, how it may affect you. And yeah, so he's saying that whatever you do should be offered to Lord Shri Krishna, having bigger thoughts than just yourself, and you should be thinking about others as well, including others. So yeah, not just about yourself.
Very good. Thank you. Akriti.
So Lord Krishna is telling that we should gain knowledge and we should offer to Sri Krishna. For example, taking an exam and we think that we're taking an exam to get good grades, to get good results. No, we're doing this exam to get more knowledge, to gain knowledge, and and everything we do, we should offer to Sri Krishna and think that it's a command of Sri Krishna.
Very good. Thank you, Sanchi.
So here Lord Shri Krishna is telling us that whatever we do, we should all offer it to Shri Krishna. We should also think it's Shri Krishna's command.
Yes, correct. Good. Thank you. Rupashri ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. In this shloka, Lord Shri Krishna is telling that whatever action we perform, sorry, uh, we need to offer it to Lord Shri Krishna. Like whatever we are doing, whatever knowledge we are gaining, that we shouldn't have it in with a selfish mind that we are learning it for ourselves. Instead, we need to consider it like we are offering it to Lord Shri Krishna or Lord Shri Krishna's commandment, like that. If we think and perform that action, then it will be more fruitful and beneficial for us. So, while performing any action, we need to not think in that way, and we need to offer it to Lord Shri Krishna.
Thank you, ma'am. Ritu Babi.
So in this shloka, after saying that we should not be idle, Krishnaji is telling us that whatever activity we do, we should offer it as a sacrifice to Sri Krishna himself. If we do that, we will not be in the bondage of karma. Our actions will be free from the bondage of karma. So he's trying to say that whatever you do it as an offering to me, but do your activities.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. So keep offering to Sri Krishna ji, है ना? Anything and everything. You should keep offering.